Me again. Hi. I apologize for the lack of energy. I am not feeling well at all. When am I ever? But today is kind of a really I'll say it, it's really fucked today. But hi. Yeah, you all can chat with each other now. I fixed the bot. I fixed streamer bot. I fixed it. Took a hammer to it and everything. Trying to make it work. If it breaks midway through, I'm turning it off. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm tired and I'm cold and I'm really like not feeling well. But yeah, what you said, lots of things. Lots and lots of things. Need energy to replace your battery. If only I could find where the fuck my battery pack is so I could fucking replace that shit. That'd be easy enough. But now, yeah, it's like, I apologize again for the lack of energy. It seems to happen a lot with Game Dev Mondays and Game Dev Wednesdays when I'm just having so much lack of energy because and I'll admit it, I work a lot. And so I was like, there's literally no one else to blame, but me. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, well, I wish there was just an easier way to do this. How my mother cooked dinner, very lovely. We love that. Evening, evening. But yeah, so just so you all know, today is gonna be very short. While I usually schedule out 5 to 8, depending on whether or not Storyteller wants to work with me. It usually boils down to if my body is able to handle what's going on. I at least can guarantee like an hour of work, or at least a refresh, or at least like talk and all that stuff, to talk about the game development process or like work on the scripts or things like that. But yeah, the reason I don't have my model up and the reason I'm using my PNG tuber is it's truly because I feel really bad right now, like health-wise. One, because family had a little bit of a scare with COVID. So I'm literally like, just like shutting myself down in my basement, and my basement is extremely cold. And so I feel extremely cold. And also, Aunt Red's here. So it's one of the things that's like, it shouldn't say no, do not, no, don't do that. But yeah, it's like, I'm cold. I don't feel well. I'm cramping. I'm not having the best of days, in all honesty. And what's even worse is that those who have been visited by Aunt Red before, typically it either manifests physically, mentally, or emotionally. And I got the triple whammy. I got the triple whammy for this one. I got the cramps, I got the mental issues, and I got the emotional issues. So today is not necessarily a great day for me at all. If I could say that, I'm laughing through it. Truly, because like my mind is going into very illogical places where like I'll say this for my own disclosure. I tend to shelve a lot of my issues. I shelve it because I'm like, you know what? There's no point in bringing it up. There's no point in fighting it. There's no point in doing X, Y, and Z to address this because nothing will change. So I kind of shelve a lot of things, and whenever Aunt Red comes down, she takes things off the shelf. Like, oh, what do you think about this? I'm like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. So today, literally, I will... other than me doing my job, which, like, I had to do my job, I was, like, literally rotting in bed, and I'm like, I fucking hate everyone and everything in life and everything. I was rotting profusely. And then I remember that I had to do laundry, and so I got up to do the bed, like to do the beddings and all that stuff in the laundry. And I'm like, oh god, I can't even fucking lay in bed today. Fuck, I hate today. So yeah, I apologize for the lack of energy because I'm currently fighting 3 different types of demons in my head and in my body. But we're gonna try and do the best we can, at least to do one script for Marcus today. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my brain stays constant. Yeah, we're working on a script today. We're working on event 3 for Marcus today. I was actually contemplating whether or not I was actually gonna just pause the writing and do like some of the art assets. But use the Space Boys to defend you. I know Silas and Zane would defend me. I know they would. But at the same time, I'm like, no, I need to fight my own battles eventually and just reshelve them. Yeah, it's not well. It's not well. It's alright. When my husband comes back, I'm gonna get a bunch of cuddles. It's fine. But then I have major work after midnight. So yeah, my workload's been very busy, and it's not my workload that's the problem. Like, I elect to have the workload. It's just a matter of I'm going to blame it on the period, because in a normal situation, I'm like, you know what, I'll fucking deal with it. But like, I'm very vulnerable right now, and I'm like, well, this is definitely vulnerability. I was able to download the update group to post. I'm so sorry, MKU. I'm so sorry. Make some new memories. Make some memories with Xavier and Silas. I know you love them. Make some new memories. Yeah, like, it's hard when you're in a vulnerable state, because like, once you're vulnerable, everything starts to look like a problem. And when you're a person like me, who like, I'm a workaholic for a reason, I'm a introvert for a reason, when those problems come to light, it's just like, fuck. Hey, hi. Horse. I'm a horse. But yeah. Luckily, I will say, I'm trying to push positive energy. I'm gonna push positive energy. So forgive me if I'm overly positive and almost like toxically positive. I got a couple new jobs, which is great. I got approved for one. I just gotta make sure I gotta make sure that's all worked out. That way I can get started on work, because they haven't responded to my stuff, and I'm like, But I mean, it should be fine. I got a couple of voiceover stuff on the NSFW side, which I'm really happy about, because the developer is really cool. And speaking of NSFW stuff, I posted up a new ASMR. Because I applied to be a writer for a company, but they couldn't match my rate, and so I decided to just take the sample that I wrote for them and just record it myself. We thought of applying cats to your lap. My cats are currently just vibing, and they're also cold. So, they are also cold. So they're trying to find a warm place inside this fucking basement. Because this house, like, we switched from heater to AC, but it takes a while for the AC to actually reach up to the main floor from the basement, and I live in the basement, and I'm like, great, I'm in the cold, while the cold is struggling to get upstairs. This is great. But otherwise, positivity-wise, casting for a thing privately, which is great. Hopefully on the roster, I'm casting for another thing privately. My students are doing fucking phenomenal, which is great. I'm really excited and happy for the prospects. I know one's been heavily pushing hard in the audition process of our training, while the other is in the midst of moving. But he's been chatting with his chat, which is fantastic. And he's more step forward with Catface, which is great. Sorry, I'm just blabbering at this point so I can get mentally out of this slump. Because honestly, guys, I will be very honest. I actually asked Brian, I'm like, should I just cancel? Because I don't feel good. I don't feel mentally, emotionally, physically good. He's like, no, just do the best you can. I was like, yeah. So forgive me for the like almost absurd positivity and absurd ranting before we get started here. Trying to put my mindset right. This weekend, I'm actually gonna try on Saturday to start the 100 line. As a Kodaka fan, as a Danganronpa fan, as someone who's very blessed to be part of Akudama Drive, I desperately want to be able to support Kodaka and his game development team. So Saturday, I don't know what time. I'm going to assume 3 or 4 Central Time. We're gonna start the 100 line on Switch. So hopefully I'll be okay by then. If not, then I'll push it another week. I have a Stream Millie event happening soon. Well, not soon. On May 30th, I have a Stream Millie event. So if you ever wanted a signed poster of me as Lynetta, me as Storyteller, me as Sylvana or Diana, if you want one of my hardcover books, I have like 5 of each. If you want a signed copy of one of my hardcover books, go over there and grab it. What is the 100 line? It's a new Kodaka game, like the same creator as Danganronpa. So it's just basically we're fighting against aliens from what I assume, like some sort of alien invader, and we're like part of the 100 line. So yeah. Otherwise, I'm working on getting another group together for MonsterCon. It will probably be towards the end of May. It depends on all of our schedules because we're all of us are very busy. So we're trying to figure things out. I'm also trying to figure out when I can do my solo run. Yeah, my solo run of MonsterCon, probably either next week or the week after, just so I have enough time to kind of settle in and just like resettle everything and make sure everything is square. I'm also working with a really cool developer, a really cool producer, for an NSFW project. I gotta make sure I get the game doc ready by the 15th. So if you are a follower of my NSFW stuff, expect a project that might probably happen. I just need to make sure it gets put together properly. Because I do want to get into more game dev stuff, and I know like HOTS is kind of like my big project. It's my big solo project, but like I know I've been approached for a couple of other things, and I want to make sure I continuously work. I don't want to like have a break. I don't want to be like, oh, all of a sudden I have nothing to do. Like that would literally destroy me. So I want to just constantly be working. Otherwise, yeah, I think. I hate being cursed down with the sickness and down with the thickness and the clowns. Lamau. But yeah, okay. I think that's all the news I have. I think, maybe. Oh, Friday. If you are a fan of Fulgur Ovid, make sure you stop by his stream on Friday. I know it's gonna be early in the morning for some people, or it might be late at night for some people. Support him. He is graduated from Niji Sanji, like I think on the 5th, but the 2nd there's gonna be an event. Be there. I'll be there. Also, Fulgur and Roy's audio drama is coming out that day. Had fun writing that one because it doesn't involve a listener. There's a lot of fun things. Just go support people. Why is my brain going in this direction? Fuck it, I'll follow it. Go support the people you love. If you support like a creator in some fashion or form, whether it be lurking in their stream, or like monetarily support, or like just being there all the time, or like make sure you give them support. You never know who is going through a lot of shit. Like it's funny, because April is like April has a lot of graduations happening and a lot of controversies happening and a lot of drama happening. And you never really know what people are going through, even when they're like streaming or all that stuff. I think I can say that I'm honestly one of many that kind of like is very honest with y'all. It's just like if I don't feel well, if I don't like all that stuff. But a lot of us push in our own special way. We either push to like be a distraction from reality, be a distraction from our own issues. We work very hard and all that stuff. So yeah, make sure like if you have favorite content creators, whether it be VTubers, real people, just creative minds, YouTubers, game developers, artists, whatever, make sure you remember to give them some support when you can, whether it be just like a heart on their stuff, reposting, liking, make sure you spread the word about them, something like that, because it's free. It's not like you have to like constantly shell out money for people. It's just sometimes just a little message goes a long way, even if it doesn't get responded to. It's just like, hey, just a reminder that you are valid and you exist. Because some people sometimes don't feel like that. I know there are days where I definitely don't feel like I'm valid. But I kind of push through regardless because I know at the end of the day, people still wait. At the end of the day, people still are waiting for my stuff. They're still waiting to support me. And even if in the moment a person feels like they're not valid, even if in the moment they don't feel like they're okay, storms never last forever. It'd be kind of fucked if a storm were to last infinity forever. There will always be the sun coming through. There will always be a rainbow coming in. the storm will eventually end. It's hard to see the sun or to imagine it when you're in the rain. So when you're in that rain, it's best to kind of like look at what you got. And if people are able to send messages through the rain, or just be able to just have that umbrella ready or have a towel ready for them, that's probably the best thing you can do for the people you care about. And even if it's not like an influential person, it could be like someone in your life. It could be like a family member, a friend, a loved one, whatever the case may be. Even like pets. Pets can go through depression too. Just make sure you're there for them. Make sure you don't have to like constantly be at their beck and call, but just like be there. Say like, hey, you're cool. Treat yourself. Get something good to eat. Drink some water, fucker. But yeah. God, my brain went in one direction and just ran. I apologize. Yeah, this is Earth, not Jupiter. Exactly, this is Earth, not Jupiter. The storm will always end. Just, it sucks when you're in it. It sucks balls when you're in it. But there is an end. The storm will end. You will be covered in sun. And you will have spring flowers all around you. Because sometimes the rain, while it's fucking miserable to be in, sometimes it'll just bring the most beautiful views once the storm is over. Who knows? Okay! Enough! Shall we do this? Are we ready? Are we ready to body double and I do work and you guys do what you need to do, whether it be lurking or like writing with me or like vibing or whatever? Because we're doing one script today. Because I cannot do any more. I just want to go back to bed and just rest, but I want to make sure I do some progress for Marcus. Especially when we gave him some smoked cheese. But yeah. We got some cool things to do. Oof, my brain. All right. Enough. All right. Let me set up something real quick. That's definitely not what I want to play right now. That's definitely not what I want to play. There we go. That works. Okay, so let's go ahead and head to the office. Come on, let's go. It's probably silent. Yeah, it's definitely silent. Hold on. Working on it. Maybe? Okay, there we go. Alright. We're in it. Couldn't find smoked cheese when I was getting some cheese. I'm so sorry. The smoked cheese, they shouldn't be hard to find, but I'm sure you'll find something somewhere. So. Ugh, smoked cheese is good. Alright. As usual, if you don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I'm creating a game called Home on the Strange! Exclamation mark HOTS in chat. I'm currently working on this game solo. This is a solo development game. With some volunteered design work from Demon Arty. We are currently writing for, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Everyone needs to see Demon because of how hot he is. We're writing for this guy. We're writing for that guy. He's kind of a hot guy. Yeah, hold on. Did I save the picture? Did I? I don't think I did. Hold on. Hold on. Demon made a thingy, and I'm gonna take the thingy, and I'm gonna show the thingy. Hold on. I swear to God, I know what I'm doing. I swear to God. Hold on. Right. Where'd it come from? Where'd it go? Where'd it come from? Where the fuck did it go? I just had it. There it is. There we go. Yeah, we're designing for this guy. Yeah, so cheese. So yeah, we currently wrote his first 2 scripts, but now we're going on Marcus Muscle. We're currently ready for Marcus. Marquesis, who is the demon. He is a blacksmith, and he's just a chill, really cool dude who absolutely knows what you're throwing down when you throw it down. So yeah, we wrote his first 2 scripts, and now we're on his 3rd, which is just a conversation. It is not a fetch quest. So we're gonna be just vibing with him, and oh my god, I just realized the topic of this is gonna annoy the shit out of me. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a writer. I can do this. Noms on his face. Feel free to nom on his face. MKU, if it makes you feel better, feel free to nom on his face. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. Stretch. I'm a horse. Okay. We're gonna work. And so, I believe the prompt that I wrote for this. You visit the demon this time around, seeing him lounging by his anvil. He tells you that it's important to take breaks, but he rarely listens to himself. Cool. Alright. Alright. Because I think I wrote it up there. Did I write it up there? I did. I probably did. Yep. I wrote it there. Perfect. Sometimes you just need to go back to your notes and be like, what the fuck did I write? Did I write that? Did I write that shit? I did write that shit. Alright. There we go. Cool. You'll nom on his tail. Is everyone gonna nom on Marcus today? Are we all nomming on Marcus? Is that the goal? Do I have him say anything particularly? Okay, so no, I don't think he says anything in particular. Hey, stranger. So, hey, neighbor. We go, hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Hope you're doing well. Just sending a message. In exclamation mark. A message! A message. Just sending a message to remind you to take some breaks. I forget to sometimes. Myself. Anyway. See you around the forge sometime. Marcus. Cool. That sounds like a great, like, hey, this is just an invitation to say hi and all that stuff, but make sure you take breaks. Alright. Marcus 3. Great. Only available at night. So. Hey. What's up? Good to see you. Marcus with a K or a C? K. Marcus with a K. I know Marcasis is with a C, so M-A-R-C-A-S-I-S, but Marcus shortened is with a K. So, because, like, I mean, yeah, with a K. I like the K. I like with a K. So good to see you. Good evening. Chris, how are things here? Huh? Oh, well, they're pretty okay. Things have been pretty good, if I do say so myself. So Marcus with a K. M-A... So his full name is Marcasis, which is M-A-R-C-A-S-I-S, but his shortened name, Marcus, is with a K. Yeah. Where is there a space there? Get rid of that. That's not a possessive. Oh, well, things are pretty good, if I do say myself. Yeah. Just taking a break. Just thinking about taking a break. Myself. Hi. Hi! But not markers. What? Why would it be spelled markers? What? What? Morning. Morning! And let's go Lich. Oh, good. I got your message about that. Again, wanted to if you can I give make it exclamation mark HOTS? Time to spin. I've been spin without the A. You're in spin? Wait. Good. I must have taken it. And just thought about Checking in. To see if I follow my own advice. Guilty as charged. Alright, alright. How about... let's see. How about this? I take a break, and you join me. For a little. Breaks are better with company. Anyway. Yeah, and if you don't know, again, if you don't know how these streams work, these are just body double streams, so you can do your homework, do work, while we just vibe and while I make my video game. So yeah. Yeah. And don't mind me as I read over my own script. I'm just like making sure that this it comes out of the mouth properly. Deal. Then Marcus. Sick. Then receiving for complete. Marcus. Not right now. I do have some important things to do. Alright, alright. They go, alright, alright. Then, I guess I'll get back to work myself. Cheeky. Then we'll leave it at that. The Marcus event. Then if you denied it, then you come back. Alright. Enough work. Let's take a break. Alright, you're right. Like, sure. Why not? Gonna say real quick, you're one of my biggest inspirations. Oh, you're too sweet. I love your voice acting, and you also inspired me to become a visual novel star. No, it's okay. You were way too sweet. Thank you so much. I really needed that. Thank you. Alright, so we're actually gonna set the location at Demon's Forge. We're just gonna set it at the Demon's Forge because I just don't want to move. Ugh. Alright. Marcus has 2 chairs set up. Lich sits in one. Marcus in the other. Here we go. It's rather toasty here. Despite it being outside. You can feel temperature? Not gonna lie. Kinda surprised. Meow. Hi. Cheese. How you doing? Lol. Meow. You can feel temperature? Not gonna lie. Kinda surprised. What's surprising? What's surprising about that? You don't mind me, what program are you using to script your game? I'm just writing in Microsoft Word right now just to make the script. So because with like RenPy and all that stuff, I usually use RenPy itself and the programs that come with it that basically are offered to be able to use it to script like there. But since I'm actually not going to be making this game in RenPy, I don't know how I'm going to script this in game. So I figured, you know what, let me just write it as I usually do in a Word doc. And so I just have Microsoft Word where I just write the script. And that way also, for those of you who don't know, because when I write a script, I usually have voice acting in it. Usually I'll write with these taglines. So the way that it works is that way. When I hand an actor a script, usually it'll be a whole document, and then it'll have their name with a tilde right at the end of it. So that way, when you do Control F, you write tilde, the character name, and then you can find all your lines. It's just easier for the actors to find when I just instruct like that, and it also for me that way I can kind of see like tag wise how many lines each character has and all that stuff. And so it's kind of like that's how I use it for there. Um, but yeah, so this is just Microsoft Word. I will be programming in Godot. I gotta learn coding in Godot. I gotta learn how to do Godot and all that stuff. Because again, solo adventure. But the goal is to eventually figure out how to be able to make this work. Cause down the line, if I could find the thing, the way that HOTS is gonna kind of work is, oh my god, the way the HOTS is going to kind of work is that it's going to have the typical grid-like system where you can walk around and like do the things that you need to do for the farming simulator and all that stuff, but it will also have the visual novel style that I'm used to. We're going to see the characters, and then the dialogue box, and all that stuff. There's again a lot of things that are going to happen down the line. But I'm not there yet. I'm not ready yet because I want to be able to have things ready before I get in there. Because next thing you know, like if I just jump in, I'm like, oh god, what do I do? What am I doing? And all that stuff. And I just have nothing ready to plug in and just test. So yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Pardon. Do you draw your own characters and models, or do you hire artists for that? Depends on the project. For example, like my latest visual novel that came out, the joke one for the April Fools, I drew that all myself. I programmed it all myself. But like for example, Waiting, which is my gothic vampire tragedy visual novel that I came out back in April, the beginning of April, that I hired an artist. For example, for HOTS, well, let me hold on. Where is it? Well, I designed this. I drew this. I drew the really crappy right side. The left side, was actually designed afterward by Demon Artie, who's in chat. Volunteer, essentially. And so, I'm solo deving this, but down the line I want to be able to have a Patreon and get money to be able to pay people to make the official arts and all that stuff, make official assets such as like music, hire voice actors and all that stuff. Because I've been in the field for a while and I kind of know-ish what that's gonna look like. But right now I'm trying to develop everything myself. With the exception of like Demon Artie throwing things at me, because I'm not gonna stop Demon Artie from throwing things at me. It's completely fine. But yeah, so how do you go about conceptualizing games, mechanics? I just truly, I'm a gamer, so games that I play, I kind of like note like gameplay mechanics that I really like, gameplay styles that I really like, and I just kind of sit down and figure like, okay, what kind of game would I kind of want to like develop and design for a lot like that. For a lot of visual novels, it's very simple. Like, how do I want the visual novel to kind of stand out? How do I want it to keep people's attention? How do I want to be able to write like this, essentially a novel in the perspective of like gaming perspective, things like that. When I'm working on Project Melody and Uptune Worlds, I'm not just writing a visual novel. I'm writing for a 3D role-playing game with characters in mind. So my writing on there is very different. So instead of writing like with the voice acting, like with the scripting that I have like right here, for example, for Project Melody, I'll just be like, it'll have like a highlighted color, and like blah blah. Then another one will have, why did that not highlight? The character will say this and then have action, she takes donut, and then they speak, and then player eats donut, and then the player will say something. Yeah, the player will say something with a different color. Whoops. Yeah, like that. Whoops. Come on. Here we go. And that's a different style of writing that sometimes happens. It depends on the client. With Roy's and ASMRs, I write it like paragraph style. Yeah, so there's, in terms of conceptualizing games and production, it's a matter of being adaptable and kind of figuring out like what best works out for you. Like for me, because I have like a million fucking scripts that I gotta write for this game, I kind of organize it to like, okay, there's romance options, there's the friendship options, there is the random dialogue, etc., etc. Yeah. I don't have a favorite role. I really don't have a favorite role because all the roles that I do, whether they be old or new, are fantastic. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Back into this. Let's go. Ah! What's surprising about that? Hey, come on, don't make me. Don't make me say it aloud. You know what I mean. And what if I want to hear you say it? Alright, alright. Come on. You're a skeleton. Who was given life by the weave. So, does the weave give you the ability to feel hot and cold? If I can, as I can, it must be. As I can, it must be the case. You're funny. So, I mean, think about it. Let me think about it. Your skeleton. Who runs a farm nearby town of outcasts. Seems so carefree. Am I not supposed to? I don't know. You tell me. I just live here. I don't know, you tell me. What about you? Me? A demon? Living in the middle of the woods? Being a smithy? See, I grew up here. A demon living in the middle of the woods being a smithy? See, I grew up here. I was here before anyone else. Minding my business. Mole Brothers. Aren't you the voice of Ayano? Not anymore. I haven't voiced Ayano since 2000 and October 2023. Mole Brothers, the Dryad. For the longest time. Or you blacksmith then? Oh yeah. Had to make money somehow. They had to live somehow. Survive off of. This is getting too deep. It's getting too deep. I like making things. So... How many did you voice in Class of 09? I'm in the background. I do not voice the mom. I voiced in the Walla. I was a background character. I was like the kids you hear in the back, like going, ooh, ha! That thing from Class of 09. Literally, they had us all in a Discord call, and we just recorded. It's like, hey, you're gonna see this guy get pummeled. Laugh. Ah! Look at that guy get pummeled. What a nerd. Yeah, I was one of those characters in the back. I voiced Nicole's mom. No, Nicole's mom, I believe, is Marissa Linty. I think. I don't know. So some of them made the most sense. But I'm not a hoarder. Hoarder? Why is that not spelled correctly? Oh. I like making things, but I'm not a hoarder. Sign. Hi. Have trade. They do business. If I could spell. And I have arrangements. To sell my stuff. Estelle? In the holy order. You feel stupid? No, don't feel stupid. No, okay, not a lot of people know that I voiced in Class of 09. Not a lot of people actually asked about it. And I'm like, I'm in it. They asked me to be in it. I'm like, alright. I think it was one of the other actors who was like, hey, they were looking for extra people. Do you want to just come in? And when they asked, I'm like, yeah, yeah, bring her in. I'm like, okay. We just sat in a Discord call. We just recorded a bunch of the background wall, and we're done. Have you ever played visual novel Red Embrace Hollywood? If so, what are your thoughts on the game? I have not. I have not. I barely have the time for my own stuff. You know, when I was in Class of 09. Not a lot of people knew that. Because, like, I'm not one of the highlighted characters that, like, voiced in one of the main characters or the side character. I was literally in the Walla. But it's on IMDb. It's on, like, literally, like, I'm in the credits of the game. So, yeah. How much does that make you? Enough to help the town. Kid to help the town if needed. I ain't greedy. Like, I ain't a greedy guy. Look at virtual streamer. Did you design it or did someone else design the character for you? I've always had storyteller kind of have a base design of like my skin, red eyes, long hair covering the eye. But my art mama Ember Red, she pretty much like helped design like the outfit and all that stuff, the new look that my character has. But yeah. Uh. So if I can help these folk, I can. Yeah, I do. If I can help these folk, I do. Hmm. What about you? Me? Marcus had a favorite song. What do you think it would be? Oh, I wouldn't know. Probably, Chicken Stew from System of a Down. Yeah, Chicken Stew from System of a Down, probably. Yeah, I'm thinking about he's that much of a chill, laid back guy. He's like, nah, Chicken Stew, 100%. Yeah. I mean, you got a farm. You come here and help out once in a while. What's your goal? Like, what's your end goal? What's yours? I asked you first. I asked you first. Thinking Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Oh, but that's typical of anyone who has a demon character. Any hell-related song is so typical of like a demon character. It's like, nah, let's be more unique than that. Nothing related to hell. Nothing related to like religion or shit like that with this demon. Nah. Chicken Stew by System of a Down. Let's see. Touché. Instead of confirming suspicion, we're gonna say like tell the truth, and then the other one could be vague, because he can tell the truth of why he's like on the farm and all that shit. I can imagine Marcus wearing headphones listening to Chicken Stew. Yeah, literally, it's just like in the background, it's just like, what a wonderful. You just hear the muffled of his headphones. What a wonderful pizza, pizza, pie, every minute, every second, bye. What a wonderful pizza, pizza, pie, every minute, every second, bye. Oh my god, that'd be funny as hell. This is Citizen Soldier? Oh god. Name rings bells, but I don't think I have any memory of any song from the Citizen Soldier. Yeah, I don't recall any off the top of my head for Citizen Soldier, sorry. Then again, like, my music tastes have been very varied, so I've been spreading out so far in, like, every fucking direction. It's just kind of like, what the fuck was the last thing I listened to? I don't remember. Well, after going what I've gone through, I figure simple farm life was all I needed. Was the rest I deserved. Imagine he's listening to something silly like My Little Pony theme. No. So, like, you look at him and you think he's listening to like the hardest of rock or like the hardest of like hardcore music, when really he's listening to like fucking Girls' Generations. I got a boy. Fucking listen to like K-pop Girl Generation. I got a boy. I got a boy. Chicken. I got a boy. Some boy. I didn't know that. Just imagining Marcus just listening to K-pop while he's like on his anvil. Fucking phenomenal. Version from Heavy Metal soundtrack. Ooh yeah. Because of the Deathbringer shit? Like Deathbringer stuff? Then bring out the scary Deathbringer shadow behind the lich because fuck it! You knew. Kinda hard not to connect you to that. Marcus would be a K-pop fan, would he? Yes, he would be! He would absolutely be, what was that fucking Seeing Red? What is that? That fucking band from Disney's Turning Red. He would also be a fan of Baby Metal, but like the fucking band from fucking Turning Red. Shit. What is it? My brain. Fuck. Four Town. Yeah, he would absolutely be a Four Town stan. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh my god, he would absolutely be a Four Town stan. Oh my lord. Let's see. Kinda hard not to connect you to that. The timing was too convenient. Do you think he'd be a fan of BTS? Oh, fuck yeah. But he would be a fan of old school BTS, like Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He'd be a fan of old school BTS. Yeah, Four Town. You don't know Four Town? Oh, fuck, I can't remember the lyrics. Never met nobody like you, and then I got buddies. It's true, but they don't turn my tummy like you do. Wait, I've never met nobody like you. Ooh. Yeah, the Four Town. Come on, come on, come on, give me the times. When Marcus V did KDA, yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah. And close your eyes on me now. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Let's see. Imagine him just listening to Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. He would be on the anvil just swinging his hips to Uptown Funk. Just Uptown Funk. It's like, Uptown Funk, gonna give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk, gonna give it to you. And swinging the anvil to the beat. Oh my god, that'd be funny. The timing was too convenient. It was too convenient. Shadow disappears. Fair enough. Blech. Blech. There we go. Fair enough. Did you watch Turning Red again? I haven't watched a picture movie. Turning Red made me cry. Because I'm also an Asian woman that felt a lot of that generational trauma. So I was just like, ah! But now I feel that. Never met nobody like you. Got friends and I got buddies. It's true. You guys are awesome, by the way. Can I just say that? All y'all are awesome. I feel so much better just talking to you guys and just chilling and working. I feel so much better. Ugh, my brain. Let's see. Did you expect anyone to think otherwise? Well, I'm supposed to be dead. According to the Holy Order's adventurers, figuring heroes. You're awesome. No, thank you. You're awesome. Yo, you're awesome. You're awesome. I said so. Let's see. Like they're reliable. Like the Holy Order is good at doing anything. Would be obnoxious. Alright, then we go to be vague. I just want to start a farm. And live my unlife peacefully. As the weave intended. I mean, more power to you. If that is the case. No, you're awesome. No, you're awesome. Fuck you. You're awesome. Fuck you. Listen, Marcus headphones. The Jackson 5 comes playing out. Yeah, no, it was like the old school Jackson 5 music, like when he lift the headphones. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Old school Jackson 5. Just A B C. Easy as 1 2 3. As simple as do re mi. Let's see. You don't believe me. I won't press one way or another. I can only go by what you're comfortable saying. No, you're awesome. You! Young Michael. Yeah, young Michael. You only go by what you're comfortable saying. And Litch will just have that moment of, he knows! He knows! We call Diamond Girls pretty good. Nice! Then... don't need for an action here. You know? I need to take breaks more often. Really? You don't? Take breaks enough? Ah. I like to work. When my mind on the prize. And that prize being finished product. When you're making something coming from nothing. When it comes together, that's true magic. That's quite interesting. What do you mean? You use materials. Create. Are they not nothing? Are they considered nothing? Not like that. A dream, like an idea. Things are often, they come from ideas. Dreams. You use material to make it reality. There's just something amazing about creating something from nothing. Using the world to make real things. Even if they don't do anything. They are there. Present. Oh, Marcus. You are so fucking sweet, Marcus. Holy fuck. You are so fucking sweet. People. You know? We struggle in life in one way or another. But we're all, you know, made flesh Flesh, fur, or scale. They taught me. Of every thread, of every lifelike thread, like a thread. Tapestry. Every life like a thread in tapestry. Same goes. For things we create ourselves. Like we matter. We matter as much as what we make. You kind of get it? Kind of getting deep. Like Marcus is getting a little fucking deep up in here. When you make something, it comes from nothing. When it comes together, that's true magic. That's quite interesting. What do you mean? Use materials to create. Are they considered nothing? Are those materials considered nothing? Not like that. Things come from ideas, dreams. Use material to make them into reality. To make them real. There's just something amazing about creating something from nothing like that. Using the world to make real things. Even if they don't do anything, they're there, present. Like people, you know? We struggle in life in one way or another, but we're all real, made in flesh, fur, scale. We matter because we're alive and real, you know? We've taught me to understand the importance of every life, like a thread in tapestry. The same goes for things that we create. Well, Bullich doesn't have to say. Same goes for things we create ourselves. We matter as much as what we make. We make matters. World around us. Sure. You can make weapons and armor. Is Marcus the demon guy you showed? Yeah! Marcus is our handsome demon man. Yeah, we love him. We love him. Destruction. But we can also make toys. Art pieces. Can I get? I think I do. See, I knew you. This is why I like you. You understand it? You understand me? Nope. To describe Marcus as big, red, and sexy, and I don't mean his tail. Love that. I like you too. I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, this is the third one. I like you too. What? Hello? Like, hello? Like, hello? This is why I like you. You understand me with me having to explain. I like you too. Hey, I'm glad. How do we progress from there? It's like, I like you. I like you too. Hey, I'm glad. Things are bound to happen. Oh, care to elaborate? I mean, I could just let you imagine it. then if I imagine it, can I make it a reality? God damn it! I love it! If you play your cards right, maybe. Maybe. Oh my god. It's like love tie-ins to topics! We love it. And if I imagine, can I make it a reality? If you play your cards right. Cards right? Maybe. Oh my god, like how hot. That's hot, hot, hot! This boy is smooth like fire. So stop melting, ladies, because the boy is hotter than hot. He's hot, hot, hot! This is a good break. Like breaks like this are fun with friends. Like are good with friends. Yeah. Yeah. Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. You should do this more often, maybe. Can't be too long though. Can't take too long of a break though. I got things to do. Same. Like, I understand. Not maybe, but definitely. Like, hey, yo! Do you need me to go? I mean, I can rest for a bit. For a little longer. If you want to stick around. That's fine. I appreciate that. Then fade out. Game continues. Alright! Ugh! Lord, I'm coming down with a case of the vapors. Oh, crap. Fuck. Ah! It's alright. But I like that. I like that it's very, like, down to earth and chill with Marcus. It's not like a heavy, like, big thing. Nice. But I like that. Alright. We got one script done. Yay! Progress! You'll probably romance him first. I thought you would romance armor first. I'm shocked. I thought you would romance armor first. Yeah, because armor is that next after this. I can do both, girl. Fair enough. You not? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Alright. I think I'm good. Because I need to go rest. Holy fuck. Ah! Thank you all for joining me. Small progress, but progress is progress. Next week we'll probably finish off Marcus's 2 scripts, because we have the 4th and the 5th event. And then we get started on armor. So that'll be fun. Yeah. 2 bad bitches at the same time. Love it! So let me go ahead and send y'all somewhere. Who am I sending y'all to? I'll send y'all to Humi. I don't know what is Humi doing? Hold on, let me check what Humi is doing. What is Humi doing? Looks like a chat streaming game? Kokoro? Or something like that? I don't know what it is. I don't know what Humi is doing. But I'll send you over to Humi. Love Humi to death. Give Humi some love. But otherwise, I'm gonna go rest. See you on Saturday for 100 line or next week or whatever the case may be, You all are awesome. Thanks everyone for coming. Have wonderful sweet dreams. And I'll see you all next time. Love you all.